It's everything, especially for these guys. The tournament special trophy for exceptional merit in multiple classifications. And guess who won it? Lucasfilm Ltd. George Lucas.
Who would have thought that would happen?
Can you believe that?
Who would have thought?
This year marks the 30th anniversary of the Star Wars saga, and it's celebrated with this Star Wars spectacular. It begins with 4 good-natured and adorable little Ewoks on a quest to save the forests on the moon of Endor, where exotic birds and plants can be found. Look at those guys. They're so adorable.
Now, one Ewok steers the cart drawn by Charlie the donkey, while the other Ewok swings from tree to tree in its village of thatched roof huts high above the parade route. You can see the Ewoks are very cuddly there, but you know what? Don't mistake their cuteness for weakness, because remember, they helped defeat the Empire.
That's right.
And in case you're wondering, Charlie the donkey actually was created specially for the parade because he's not a Star Wars character. The Ewok village is decorated with bronze chrysanthemums and dried orange marigolds. The tree trunks and branches are covered with maluka bark, and the rooftops are created with raffia and rolled corn husks.
30th anniversary of the Star Wars saga, not to mention the 30th anniversary of Grease coming up here.
And that show you happen to be hosting?
Oh yeah, there's Darth.
All kinds of Star Wars in this parade in honor of the Grand Marshal. Following the amazing replica of the forest moon of Endor and providing the soundtrack for the Ewoks' quest is the world-famous high-stepping Grambling State University Marching Tiger Band from Grambling, Louisiana. Dressed as Imperial officers, the Grambling Tigers are followed by a Jedi drum major. And playing new arrangements, they're actually following a Jedi drum major. Love it. Playing your arrangements by composer and former Rose Parade Grand Marshal John Williams, also, of course, the Star Wars music composer. And look at these guys right there. Now, they are in step.
This is awesome. The biggest gathering of stormtroopers ever assembled, led by the man himself, Darth Vader. Look at the crowd go crazy as they round the corner. 200 members of the 501st Legion are carrying the flags of the states and nations that make up this incredible marching group. They come from 22 countries around the world, including Australia, Belgium, Canada, France, Japan, Mexico, the Netherlands, Spain, Thailand. These guys are like Michael Jackson. They're global. 36 states across America. What a fantastic
display. And they actually had a surprise visit from Lucas the other day, I heard. So that made him so thrilled that made the trip all worth
he
the
popped
while.
in on him,
Yeah,
right.
he popped in on him.
How cool. I think we have there's a Star Wars nerd that lives in every man, and I am no exception. I love it. I was an action figure collector like you would not believe.
Well, capping the Star Wars spectacular is this royal depiction of the peaceful evergreen planet of Naboo. 3 queens of Naboo, dressed in ceremonial attire and protected by Jedi Knights, stand atop the float, surveying the crowd along the parade route.
This float is out of this world. It showcases 5 waterfalls and lush gardens of dendrobium and yellow cymbidium orchids,
very good,
delphinium and rose gladiola florets.
You didn't even get tongue-tied.
The majestic Palace of Theed features blue roof domes created with a blend of sky blue and royal blue sinuatus status petals. This beautiful float brings the Star Wars spectacular to a tragic end.
But we know that the Star Wars galaxy never really ends.
No. Obi.
For floats like this that have a lot of water on them, they actually have to create special tires for the float, because if you can imagine, the tires would sink. And they actually do this in preparation. Sometimes they fill them with gel. If it's possibly going to rain on the Rose Parade, which hardly it ever does, but it did last year, they don't want the floats when they get all moist with the wetness to sink too far. So for one that actually has water like this, the tires are special underneath this float.
Yeah.